Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we have something super cool to check out. We have a box of dinosaurs that were just sent my way, and I actually have no idea what is inside. This was sent to me by a viewer of our channel named Adam, who had recently contacted me and asked if he could just send over a box full of some stuff that he's been finding at some different thrift shops and stuff. And I guess he basically had nothing to do with it and figured it would be fun to send it my way. So a huge thank you goes out to him for this, because this is always so exciting. I absolutely love when people send me like a box full of dinosaurs and I just have no idea what's in it. It's just really cool to me, really exciting to unbox that. And again, just have no idea what is contained within. So we can see we've got ourselves a nice box here. And once we come up here to the top, you can see that there's all kinds of stuff in there. So we're going to pull this box down, place it to the side of us, and start pulling this stuff out right now. So immediately, as soon as I just pulled the bubble wrap back there and took a look inside, we instantly can see a figure that I am a huge fan of. This is an Invicta figure, so straight away he is, struck gold with me, because this is the Invictum Megalosaurus, and I love this figure. I've been wanting to repaint one, honestly, for a long time, and since he has just sent this one over, I think this might be the guy that gets repainted to, really clean up the sculpt and really see how nice it looks. Like, it's just so hard to really tell how nice these Invicta figures are when they're just this one solid color. I feel like once you actually apply some real coloration to them, they just look so incredible. So that is a great way to start this box. Well, this is a pretty interesting one. We have a really cool purple Plesiosaur, and I don't know anything about this figure. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. He's pretty neat looking, has a very Loch Ness Monster type of a look to him, but again, that's definitely one that I do not have for sure, and I have never actually seen prior to this. Pretty neat scale detail on him. So that's definitely a fun one. And then we've got ourselves one of the Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus figures, those smaller ones, and this one as well is another awesome addition. I don't know if I have this paint variant actually, so that, is pretty darn exciting. I love these figures. I've been a big fan of, honestly, every Jurassic line that has ever come out, except maybe the Hasbro Jurassic World line, which I do actually still like some of those figures, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. But this, I forget if this one was from Jurassic Park 3 or one of the lines after, but regardless, I know it's a really cool Rex figure that I don't think I have this paint variant, so another one there that I didn't have that is definitely awesome. And here's one that's really neat. I think, but I'm not positive, that this is a Playskool Heroes Transformers figure. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it quite clearly looks like a Transformers figure to me. And we've got ourselves a Stegosaurus, and that is really neat. I actually do not normally get any Transformers figures, which I've been so tempted to. Like, lately, especially at Walmart, they've had so many Transformers that are obviously dinosaurs and stuff out there. And I've been really itching to get some of them, but I haven't done that yet. So maybe this guy here will be the motivation I need to kind of get into grabbing some of those, because even though he just fell over, this guy's definitely pretty neat and, a really cool addition to my collection that previously, if I can get him to stop trying to transform, there we go. Previously, I didn't have anything of this style in my collection, so that is also really awesome. We also have a T-Rex in here. We've got one of these Tyrannosaurs. I forget what set this is from. I don't remember if this is the Terra by Batat set or the Adventure Force set, but I'm pretty sure it's from one of those two sets. He just fell on his face, but I definitely like this figure. I really think he's a fairly neat-looking Tyrannosaurus for being such a cheap figure. Like, with a repaint, he could be pretty cool. Now I knocked over the Megalosaurus, so we are destroying things over here, but definitely another fun Rex. Oh, here's a really cool one. We've got ourselves the Mark's Plesiosaurus in here. I'm pretty sure that's what this one is. It looks like he might have a little damage on his tail, but that's just, in general, a very hard to find figure, and definitely a neat one to encounter at like a thrift shop or somewhere, because you don't often see Mark's figures anywhere anymore, except for selling on eBay for really stupid prices at times, but that is definitely another awesome addition. So we've got two Plesiosaurs. Actually, make that 3. So we've got another really neat little kind of small, fun Plesiosaur. Actually has some pretty fun detail. Like, you can see he's got some pretty nice kind of vibrant looking scale detail on him. This is another one that I have no idea what company makes it. I don't know that I've ever seen that one before, to be honest. So another Pretty fun addition. And then we have this guy, and I think this is actually one of the McDonald's figures, the Camp Cretaceous McDonald's figures that came out, and there were only 4 released in the United States species-wise, so this must be an imported one, which is crazy if you found this in a thrift shop. That is an absolutely amazing addition to my collection. We've also got ourselves a really neat-looking, quite vintage sort of an Apatosaurus, and look at how long that tail is. That is super long. I definitely do not have this one either, and that's something that I can say with confidence because I've never seen one that had a tail so long on it, and I love that the tail is that long because it's, similar to what a real Apatosaurus would look like. And the sculpt, again, is actually pretty nice on this. You can see a nice looking head sculpt. The detailing of the body is almost kind of like that generic sort of detail that you see on a lot of dinosaurs, but overall, as far as like a vintage sort of Apatosaurus goes, that is an excellent version. That is a really cool figure as well. We've also got ourselves some Toros. So we have some of the McDonald's Toro Carnotaurus figures, and these are also super awesome. Even though I do have this, I'm really happy to have more. I actually think I might repaint one of these. I've been kind of tempted to just because it would be something fun to do, but me being the biggest Carnotaurus nerd in the world, I absolutely adore anything Carnotaurus related and will always take anything Carnotaurus related, even if I have a million of them. I'm still happy to take another Carnotaurus of any kind. We also have an awesome Schleich figure. I did not have this one either. I don't remember which species this is actually meant to represent. I don't know if that's a Compsognathus or what species this is. I would think it's probably a Compy, but I don't have this one. That was really exciting when I just saw this in the box because this is one that, again, is something I've wanted to get a hold of for a while but did not have. So that is awesome. Really cool one right there. And then we've got potentially the most adorable little Pteranodon that I think I've ever seen. I don't know who makes this one either. Maybe Playmobil, because he kind of has that similar sort of appearance to a Playmobil figure. But I don't have this one for sure. Another one that I definitely don't have. So he's done a great job of picking out some really cool stuff I didn't have. And it appears as though he's got an articulated jaw. Yeah, he does. So he's pretty awesome. Again, another adorable little pterosaur right there that I certainly did not have. Then we have a really vintage Parasaurolophus, and I think I have this figure. I always love this guy because he almost has like carnivorous teeth on him. I don't know that I have this coloration of it though. That's like a classic dinosaur figure. This is definitely the type of toy that I played with as a child all the time because it was a cheap dinosaur that you would probably find at like a supermarket somewhere. So that is definitely an awesome one too. And we've also got ourselves the McDonald's Bumpy. Anytime I get a Bumpy is also a great day. Again, I do have this one, but I'm really happy to have another, and maybe I'll repaint him with the Carnotaurus and make a little video out of painting both of them. Who knows? We've also got what I would take as a little Centrosaurus or Monoclonius of some kind here. Another adorable, very small figure, and a species of ceratopsian that is quite often overlooked, so even in adorable, really cheap fashion, he's an awesome one. And we also have a very small Stegosaurus just like him, but he's actually really neat. Like, he has some pretty good detail on him for being so small, and a really super vintage style of a sculpt on him. I really do like him as well. And as it turns out, we have another Plesiosaur, so we've got ourselves a really neat little green and yellow version. Also a figure that, even though I've never seen this particular one before, with kind of like the rubbery feel, that's definitely a figure that I would have played with as a child or something similar. And this one is awesome. Look at this guy. So that's a Jurassic World figure. And again, I just stated that I do like some of the figures from the Jurassic World line from Hasbro. That's exactly what we're looking at here, but I forget what kind of figure this is. Like, I forget what the name was for it, because I didn't really collect the Jurassic World line when it had come out, because I was, a little unimpressed with it at the time. But as time has gone on now, and I've really gotten heavily into collecting dinosaurs, I've been wanting to get more of them, and I definitely do not have this Rex. So that is also really awesome. I think I have maybe a Dilophosaurus like that, and maybe one other, but I definitely don't have the Rex. Or I should say I didn't until now. And we've got ourselves a nice little Jurassic World egg. Seems like somebody's inside, so let's see who's inside. We've got a Stegosaurus inside, actually. Whoa. This is definitely another one of those McDonald's figures. Again, it is so cool to actually have a few of the ones that were not readily available here in the United States, as I was only able to acquire the 4 that were released here. So this is another incredibly awesome addition to my collection. Again, something that personally I did not ever expect to be able to acquire. So it's so much cooler to be surprised with this unbelievably awesome addition to this box. And we're almost done, almost through the box. We've got 2 figures left, one of which is a super cool, really tiny and super vintage looking Stegosaurus. This is another one that I can say with complete confidence I do not have. He's actually really neat. I love getting these random little figures like this that I have no information on, no brand name, just never seen them before, but it's so neat to know how many different dinosaur figures are out there that I have yet to discover. Another really neat figure, and the final one is an awesome one. We have the Deinonychus from the Dino Riders line. So unreasonably kind of him to send over, first of all of this stuff, but, really cool stuff like the Deinonychus and that Stegosaurus, stuff like that can be fairly pricey at times, it's fairly rare, so this is a really awesome one, and this Deinonychus is in, picture perfect shape, and I think I have maybe 2 of these already, but both of them, I believe, are broken on the tail, so it is so awesome to finally have one that is not only complete, but in extremely, extremely good shape. I can't even pick out even the slightest defect on this anywhere. That is really awesome. So a huge thank you again goes out to Adam for being just unreasonably kind in doing this. I always love getting a box full of stuff that I have just no idea what's included. It's so exciting just not knowing what's in there and just unboxing it with you guys here on the channel, especially when it's some awesome, awesome stuff like this. So a huge thank you again goes out to him. All of this stuff will have a nice, happy home in my collection. Gotta go ahead and turn this video off now and start finding some places on the shelves for it all to go. So again, one last huge thank you to him, and make sure if you guys are interested in reviews of any of this stuff, you let me know down in the comments section, and make sure you also like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.